Hustlers, low baggers. Some very, very sad news coming out of the Los Angeles Angels team. The death of Tyler Skaggs, 27 years old. Young man, young family, and very difficult news. And I look on the chat, and Nutflush Allen says again, it goes to show you why you enjoy life. Sending love and strength to the Skaggs family. And it does. These incidents that happen in life have to make you not, or try to not get pulled down by negativity in life and try to enjoy each and every possible moment that you get. And my most enjoyable moments are being here with you guys where I am right now, capping sports and hanging with my guys, dreaming about Miami and all that stuff. And that's what I'm going to do right now, is enjoy every second of this. So welcome to the show, Betting with the Bag, Monday afternoon, 3:30 p.m. here in San Jose, Costa Rica. We got Polo this, Polo that, Nick Catulas, Yo, Nutflush Allen, Jason Turgi, Lance LaRose, Capper, John, Jeff Joseph in the house. Jeff Joseph says, I cannot wrap my head around the tragedy of Tyler Skaggs. You can't, I mean, that's well put. You can't, how do you wrap your head around stuff like that? And that's why when we've had comment or talk sometimes about things about, that it still relates to sports, like karma. Like when I say I don't believe in karma, I mean, it seems just life, there's curveballs and things we have to deal with that then make karma moot or make karma not make sense. And this is one of them. But we are here together right now, and that makes me happy to be hanging with you guys right now. We got Walla Walla Dose, JC Alvarez, Sean Watson. We got Mr. Gokster. And talk about enjoying life, rocking the Mr. Gokster shirt. This was a gift to us, the SBR families. Signed it here. I got the Goksters writing right here. And it is Canada Day, celebrating my friend, Mr. Gokster. I'm going to be back in Toronto next week. So we're going to be partying very, very hard together. How about a Wednesday night I know you have to travel from so far out, but I think that Wednesday night Woodbine sounds juicy. Lance LaRose says, happy Canada Day too, all CFL game under. I'm with that, Lance LaRose. The only issue I have is that, the only concern I have is that Pinnacle's moved it up to 51.5. So everything was going down to 51. I got 51.5. Everything went down to 51. I was like, oh, I like this. Because we've seen Saskatchewan struggle since they've lost Colaros, struggle offensively. And I was like, oh, this is going to be nice here. And just a little tiny concern. But I'm already on the under. We got Christopher Comentini. We got the big guy, Bubba, Viper, NB, Colv Coleone, Kevin Pine, Elio Topset, Huckle Schofield, Sean Watson, 4-0. Soccer was free money Monday. I like hearing that. Christopher Comentini saying, I wouldn't be surprised if they canceled the rest of the series. Yeah, we'll have to see. And there's so much. It's very difficult. We just don't know really what's going on right now. There's Real. There's Ron Lofton, Eric Jones, Herman Aparicio says, does anyone know what happened? No, we don't. Real says, how's your level of Spanish? You must be hanging a lot of hookers in San Jose, Costa Rica. Tons of hookers there. Yes, and you're right. The hookers don't tend to have excellent English skills. The hookers tend to be a little further back, and yes, yes, but the hookers are English second language and don't seem to be studying as hard as we'd like the hookers to be studying. So the only Spanish I use is around said hookers. Now, we don't call them hookers, though. We call them strippers, which I think is sounds a little better. EJV in the house. We got Yo in the house. Okay, we got a great group. There's Alex Ramirez. And let's get to work. Colv Coleone says, yeah, man, so much left to live. So much left of life to live. It's tough. It's tough. But let's not, we could sit here and talk about these horrible things that happen in the world and be brought down by them, or we could be very thankful that we are together capping sports and understand that it could stop at any moment, and that's why we got to enjoy it so much and enter the Big Boss contest and come to Miami and party with us and enjoy every chance we get of hanging together and being around each other. Okay, Cole Coleon says, way to lighten the mood, Jimmy Hooker talk. Thank you. Thank you. Big Guy Bubba says, sad day to put things into perspective. We can lift each other up and support the low bag fan, get some cash to bring up the mood, and have a great day, despite the reality of the day. Yes. Yes. Ramon Scott says, while at Santa Monica High, the coach was accused by some parents of playing favorites with Skaggs, even playing them instead of other players. Wow. Yeah, Dave L.A. says, what up, Cappers? They started great with Jays. Now I'm saddened by Skaggs news. And that's why it is Von Polo canceled, because of the death of Tyler Skaggs. Okay. All right. Let's get back to capping and let's focus on the light. Because we know that the world is surrounded by darkness and light. And the more we focus on light, the happier we are going to be. All right. DJ Big Boss, ready to go. Red Girl in the house. Greatest ever, ready to go. And let's get to work right now. Jonathan Succi ready to go. We have a big winner for Dave L.A. and those of you on the Toronto Blue Jays today and the over. Easy work. Great, great, great work. Now, let's move on to these other spots on the card. We can take our time with them. And there's one play I know I will be adding. But let's start with Cubs Pirates. I'm on the over 9.5 at minus 105. Minus the 105. Okay. Let's see what we get right now. If you wanted the over, wow. So you could get it at minus 103 at 5 dimes, minus 104 at Pinnacle. So I don't love seeing that. We had Nutflush Allen be closely watching left-handed bats at PNC Park, and they are smashing. We're talking about a Pittsburgh Pirate team that led the NL in batting average in June with 292 average. Now, they weren't hitting with an enormous amount of power, but they have Dickerson back in their lineup, and they're looking much stronger. And then we have Alzolay, who we know is not going to go deep. Maybe he pitches spectacularly again. He's the first pitcher in Chicago Cubs history, the third in MLB history. We talked about this in the morning show, to go 4.5 innings, at least 4.5 innings, allowing one hit or less in back-to-back starts. And Lucky Lefty, we have not seen you in too long. Love seeing you back in action. Love seeing you back in action. Sean Watson says Summer League plays. When does that start up, Sean? I didn't even know that was going at this point. There's Tata Booker, too. Oh, I love it. Okay. I love it. Cole Coleon on the Orioles, first 5 plus 230. We are going to get that very, very soon. Triple K Marine says Orioles outline minus 1.5 plus 370. Let's just focus on this Cubbies game. I'm going to pull up the rosters, the lineups right now. Here we go. For the Cubbies, you got Schwarber, Bryant, Rizzo, Baez, Hayward, Almora Jr., Caratini, Russell, and then Alzolay. For the Pirates, Adam Frazier, Reynolds, Marte, Bell, Dickerson, Moran, Jung Ho Gong, and Elias Diaz. That's who we got there. I'm just going to quickly move something here. Okay, sorry, just a quick message to Rafa right there. Okay, let's keep rolling along. Let's go to baseball data. Let's take a look at these pitchers against the respective lineups. For Trevor Williams, the Cubs don't get to him. So the question is, does Trevor Williams revert back to the form he had against the Cubs in his history, or does Trevor Williams pitch like he has with the 2 starts off the IL? And he's pitched poorly. Fred 179, Korean baseball, SK Wyverns minus 1.5. Wow, Capper John, Summer League has started now. Wow, I'm late to that. There's Demetrios Davos in the house. Beautiful. And Nutflush on says, I think we're going to keep a tight leash on him. Low pitch count and the bullpen will get hit. Cole Coleon, Cubs money line. Not applicable on the Cubs. And Yanks guy says, yeah, we talked about it off the top, and tough. Viper MB says, Cubs terrible on the road. They are. They are 16-23 on the road. The Pirates 17-19 at home. Lance LaRose is on the same play as me. Cubs, Pittsburgh, full game over 9.5. We broke down Alzolay making his third big league appearance on the morning show. We've talked about the difficulty that Williams has had coming back from IL. It's a pretty simple move here for me. 85 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 4 miles per hour out to right field. A beautiful, beautiful night. Chris Kaiser, though, taking Pittsburgh plus 1.5 and the under. Christopher Smith in the house. Capper John says, I like the Pirates. I understand the Pirates look. I do. Let's see what we get on the Pirates here right now. Plus 115, a 6-cent move towards them. They are now a plus 109. Look, I get the Pirates look. Mr. Gogner says, I'm on Pitt. Christopher Smith says, Pitt loses here. Jimmy, Red Girl on the Cubs money line. The play I can be the most confident in is the Cubs Pirates over 9.5. And that is a play of mine in the DJ Big Boss SBR contest. Let's move on to the next game. Christopher Comentini says, we trusting Pitt to hit? Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't. I don't see why we wouldn't trust Pittsburgh to hit. If you're saying that Adbert Alzolay is that great of a pitcher, I mean, at Iowa, 3.09 ERA, 0.94 whip, 46 Ks, 32 innings, yeah, he's got good numbers. He's got good numbers. Ron Lofton says, my book hasn't offered me any Summer League action yet. We are going to hit Summer League action, and I will shout out King Rail, see how hard he's going to be hammering Summer League action. Yeah, we want to talk Summer League in this. Okay. Bookie Lover Q says, Cubs smash Williams today. Alex Ramirez, Spidey, play of the day. Pittsburgh plus 1.5. Pittsburgh plus 1.5. Let's see what that would be on the spread here. Pittsburgh plus 1.5. Minus 140. So it's not too big of a favorite. Minus 140. Christopher Comentini says Cubs too inconsistent with the bat. Bookie Lover Q says watch him against Braves. That boy can pitch. He can pitch, but he's not going to go deep. I'm very comfortable with the over 9.5. That's not a play that really concerns me too much. Let's move on to Orioles at Rays, and this is the play that I want to change, or not change, but I want to add. I didn't make this play on the morning show. We have Eshelman coming up from the minors, going up against Stanek. It's going to go Stanek, then Yarbrough. Let's go to spreads and totals, money lines and totals here for Baltimore. Tampa Bay opens up at 8.5. It's moved up to 9. The Rays open up at minus 248. They're now minus 258, a 10-cent move towards them. Let's look at the lineups here. For the Orioles, VR, Santana, Mancini, Smith, Nunez, Severino, Alberto, Broxton, Martin. That's about as good as that lineup can look. We don't want Chris Davis in it. For the Rays, Meadows, Lau, Diaz, Choi, Garcia, Kiermaier, Adames, and then McKay, the kid, DHing, and Zunino. Christopher Comentini saying Alzolay first start on the road. Who knows? I like this look. Oh, well. Sweet, Ramon Scott. Nice to hear that he's hammering it. There's Buffo on the beat. Man. How much have we missed Buffo on the beat? Great to hear that you're back in action. Football season's around the corner. Bill Buttlicker going to smash football season. There he is. Bill Buttlicker, Buffo on the beat. Bookie Lover Q says Rays sitting some players. I'm comfortable with that lineup. Meadows, Lau, Diaz, Choi, Garcia, Kiermaier, Adames, McKay, Zunino. I think they're going to be very patient against Eshelman. 25 years old, doesn't have very good numbers in AA and AAA this year. He's allowed 11 home runs and 74 2/3. He's not a highly thought of prospect. Lucky lefty, already on the Rays run line and over 8.5. Red Girl's on the Rays run line. I've actually decided to stay off the Rays run line. Let's see if and just take the over. Let me see what I get on the Rays run line quickly here. Point spread, Rays, minus 133 is the best at Pinnacle. I expect that to probably cash, but I'm more comfortable with the over here, and I'm going to snag it right now. I wish I got the 8.5 that Lucky Lefty got, but I'm going to take the 9. I'm getting over 9 at plus 103 at Pinnacle. Small plus line, and I will take it. Chris Kaiser saying Rays all day. Bookie Love Q says Rays will be ready tonight. Baltimore raised eyes beating Cleveland. I like that look. That's a smart look. Bookie Lover Q. Christopher Constantine says, don't know how you guys can cap Alzolay. He might pitch a shutout for 5. He might get lit up. I think the key, though, Chris, is that he's going to pitch 5. That's the key. So probably the better bet, more confident bet would be the second half over. But I'm very comfortable here. All right. Oh, and Mr. Goke says the OTH either means old-time hockey or only the hookers. Not sure which one. I'll go with the latter here. Top set saying leaning on Tampa Bay first 5 under 2 at plus 125. Got a tip Eshelman looking to pitch good. Oh, I don't like hearing that. I do think there's going to be offense in this game, and I'm not afraid of getting to that 9. Over 9 at plus 103. Over 9 at plus 103. And we just saw the Orioles pitch so well in a 3-game series. Can they come into Tampa and do that as well? We will see. Interesting, Elio. When Elio gets these tips, they're from a very sharp baseball scout. So, Elio, thank you for sharing that with us. All right. Let's keep rolling along. Ron Lofton says, like Rays, but no way at that price. That's how I feel about it, too. Let's move on to Brewers at Reds. Hauser versus Molly. The reason why this small card is trickier is we're dealing with openers and guys coming up from AA and AAA in almost each and every game. And here is another one. Adrian Hauser. 2-2, 2.94 ERA, 1.34 whip. Fine numbers this year, but bad numbers as an opener. Weak numbers as an opener. Christopher Comentini saying value with O's first 5. I don't love Yarbrough, so I get what you're talking about. Let's see what the numbers, the at-bats are against Stanek, if there's many. Against Stanek, 14 at-bats, 3 for 14. Very little. Let's see against Hauser. Again, 9 at-bats, and they've 1 hit, 1 single. A Vodo single is all they've got off him. Against Molly, 11 at-bats. 3 for 11. That's what makes this card trickier. Jared Ryan saying Brewers money line. Mohamed Joma talking about the news that we discussed off the beginning. Oh, I know, not flush. I know. I was thinking about that. Sorry. I had to wait till the end of that comment, not flush. Said, sorry to announce that all great things must come to an end. After 31 episodes, unfortunately, our streak was broken this morning in the morning show. I called it a dressing room. Viper MB says, Eileen Reds too. We know that the taint play of the day is on the Brew Crew. Yeah, I hear you, Diesel Eugene. Let's just wait. Bookie Lover Q says, Brewers sitting players. Let's take a look at that Brew Crew lineup. Here we go. For the Brewers, we got Grandal, Yelich, Moustakis, Caton, Thames, Hira, Gamel, and then Saladino at shortstop. For the Reds, Winker, Votto, Suarez, Jeanette, Senzel, Dietrich, Iglesias, Casali. Eric Jones on the under 10. Ray Williams was on the wrong side to say him, but placing my first contest pick. Nice, Ray. Respect. This is a very, very tight division. Molly 2-8, 4.35 ERA, 1.22 whip. Daryl Lyles doesn't know the news. Red Girl Brewers under 10. A lot of people liking the Brewers. Let's see what the market move has done with this game. Going to money lines and totals at sportsbookreview.com. SBR odds page. Let's take a look. Here we go. Opening at 10.5, now down to 10 at all the books. Down a half run. Molly and the Reds opening at minus 106. But now the Brewers are the favorite at minus 106. Oh, wow, there's Gate Paskey. Our guy Gate Paskey says, hello, Jimmy, in Kitimat on the Pipeline Project. Just wanted to say hello to the low baggers. Gate Paskey, big news. Habs trying to sign Sebastian Aho. I know that the Canes will, the Canes are going to sign them to that, match the contract. But good luck on that Pipeline, Gate Paskey. Get that paper. So we can make big bucks in the football season. Antoine Seymour, there he is. Talked about Antoine on the morning show. Going to party with my guy Antoine Seymour in Miami. Lucky Lefty liking the Brewers. Antoine Seymour liking the Reds. This game makes me uncomfortable. Daryl Lyles, all good, man. All good. You were probably working. You get to the show. You don't know that the latest information, and it's sad information. So don't worry about a thing. Let's just stay focused. Farshad Asami, there he's on the other side against the market move. Look, this game makes me extremely uncomfortable. If I had a free play, I would put it on the Reds. But with this situation here, I do not believe that Hauser's going to keep getting shelled opening. I think the sample size is too small. So that's not an angle that I can take and believe in. I think Hauser will be fine. And we had Dave Berkey come on the morning show saying that he loved Brewers first 5. And Gate Passkey said, been watching that would help. Oh, and Gate Passkey, by the way, I hate the Tyler Myers signing. Hate it. Yuck. Dislike it very, very much. 5 years, $6 million per, $30 million for Tyler Myers, who, in my eyes, has been a disappointment since he won Rookie of the Year. And we need tough guys. Luke Shen, I mean, I know we need to talk about baseball, but I don't like the Tyler Myers signing for the Canucks. Eric Jones, Cubs money line and under 9.5 in Tampa Bay. Oh, no, sorry. Cubs money line and under 9.5 and Tampa Bay run line and over. I like that. Eric Jones, although I'm on the over in the Cubs game. Christopher Smith says, I don't know about Molly. There's our guy. What? Come on, Kingu. Sorry. Thought you were being serious there, Kingu. Scared the shit out of me. Okay, got to stay focused. Christopher Comtini saying Molly pitches better at home. Why don't we just take a quick look at that information? Here we go. I'm going to pop it up here. Probably should have had this up already. I kind of like the Reds here. And I guess the more we talk about it, the more I'm kind of liking the under. 10.5 is quite high. I can understand the move down to 10. I don't want to go up against Farshad Hassami. Let's go to this spot here and just quickly take a look at the Molly splits. Sorry about this. The wait while I pull it up. Here we go. At home, 2.96 ERA. Wow. Likes it there. 1.13 whip. We don't know yet, Von Polo. We don't know yet. Everybody's asking about it, and we have no information at this point. Christopher Smith says under definitely. I agree, Gate Passkey. I agree completely. And if you look at his Corsi numbers, he does a shit job with that reach anyways. So I completely agree. Is that a fact, Kevin? Did they get Panarin? Kevin Pine, is that a fact? Because he's a perfect guy for New York. Not a Pickle says Rays game over 9 sounds like the best bet of the day. I like it, but Christopher Comatini doesn't. Christopher Smith says, where's Guru? Guru getting attention for hitting 8 straight plays of the day. I love it. Yeah, the more I look at this spot, the more I think that the under is in play, but it's a beautiful, beautiful night there. Wow, Joe Nisi, yes, pandering to the Rangers. That's good for hockey. We need the Rangers to be a good team. Thank you, Gate Passkey, for stopping in. Safe work out there, and can't wait to cap with you when you get back. Poker Dick 79 says, whether you like the Reds or the Brewers, be sure to be on that under. Cincinnati is still the number 1 team to the under, and Brewers bullpen seems to be clicking. And Chris Kaiser says, over-unders are inflated with all the runs here lately. Ramon Scott doesn't mind Molly here. Joe Licari liking that they got the Rangers. I think he's perfect. He's a perfect guy for that. Don Corleone says, Jimmy, what do you think about San Fran today? You know what I think? I think Logan Allen's going to get touched. And I probably should have made a smarter play by taking the Giants' first 5. And maybe I'll look into that when we get to that game. But I took the Giants' first 5 at a big line. Christopher Comentini liking Reds' first 5. All right, I think it's time to put my money where my mouth is. I think it's time to take an under in this game. Let's see, when did it move to 10.5? And then I know Jim Rummy's like, man, Pinnacle never had it. In fact, Pinnacle had it down at 9.5 for a second. So it was Bet Online being first to the market that opened it at 10.5. Interesting. Khalif Lee, nice to see Khalif Lee back in the chat. Respect Khalif, likes Reds, Tampa, Pittsburgh, and the Giants. Christopher Comentini saying Hauser does not have the arsenal to be a starter. Yeah, fentanyl is a bit of an issue everywhere, Ramon. Everywhere. Red Girl Pirates first 5 in full game. So Red Girl going. I think Logan Allen's going to get touched. I was right on time with Tanner Anderson getting touched. Anil Frank, yes, very sad news and very thankful to have you in the chat. Lucky Lefty says, so the 10 plays the Brewers. Yes, it is. Bookie Lover Q says, Hauser will get hosed today. All right, Don Corleone, that's all I needed to hear. I was right about to make a move, and now I will. Let's go to the totals here. Why is BetOnline moving it to the over? But I'm not going to be uncomfortable with BetOnline's movement here. But that's the best spot for me. Under 10. Oh, Heritage. Wow. Under 10 at Heritage at plus 105. Abdul Rahim Nadeem says we need NBA to start, man. Has it ever been this exciting in offseason? I don't remember this exciting offseason in my entire life. All right. I'm on the under 10 at plus 105 available at Heritage. Yes, Cheryl, we are. Nice to see you, Cheryl. We are going to be doing summer league games. I just need to study the rosters, and I'll work on that tonight. I just got to I didn't even realize it was starting today, and that was my fault. Bookie Lover Q says, Reds bats hot, Jimmy. You know, I need this to be a close game. Ron Lofton on the Reds first 5, and I think the sample size is too small to say Hauser is no good at this starting role. I think the sample size is too small. All right. So let's take a look at this next spot. Again, we can't use too many stats for pitcher batter with all these youngsters, but maybe we can do some here. And this is the final game. This is the final spot on the MLB card. And then we'll go over it one more time. And we have CFL still tonight. Giants at Padres. Big Boss, DJ Big Boss is on the under in this game. Big Boss is on the under. There's Keith Sadler in the house. Giants first 5 plus 145 to me. I expect Logan Allen to get touched here. We don't know yet, Bud Nino. Poker Addicted says, why take the Giants first 5? Giants bullpen is one of the only good things about it. It's a nice spot to take the Giants for sure, but don't cut out one of their strongest assets. Yes, I agree with that. Their bullpen is very strong, or stronger than the Padres. But what I'm doing is I'm focusing on Logan Allen, because I think that the more opportunities the Padres get to bat, the higher chance they have of beating the Giants. So what I am doing, Bookie Lover Q says, have you seen Hauser? Man, he doesn't fool anyone first and second time through. Look, his numbers are good. It doesn't make sense that he would be terrible at opening. It just doesn't make sense to me. I think the sample size is too small, but we will see. We will see. Okay. Michael Del Zidi saying small card. Not applicable says San Francisco money line. Giants hot bats. BidXN's on the Pirates. And, you know, we can take a look. Why don't we take a look at tomorrow's games, too, while we're at this? Chris Kaiser says, love the under. San Diego Padres way overvalued with this pitcher. I agree. I think Logan Allen gets touched. Do we have lineups yet? No, we don't. Let me see if I can refresh lineups. And no, I can't. Let's look at the batter versus pitcher. Not applicable says San Diego to shit the bed. I like hearing that. Let's take a look at the batter versus pitcher information. Here we go. And a lot of people saying that if Smarja has good numbers, it was in the past. We know that he loves Petco. We'll go over those numbers shortly. But against Smarja, the Padres are hitting .250 with a .697 OPS. And if you take Manny Machado out of the lineup, because he's 5 for 11 with 2 homers against them, nobody touches him. Nobody touches him. A. Hilly says, I'm on the Pirates team total over play of the day. Gerard Ryan, Giants first 5. And Christopher commenting says, all we need is Molly to hold Brewers down third time through and we get an easy first 5 winner. And Ron Lofton saying the only thing ESPN is saying is that no foul plays suspected with Skaggs. Okay. So Pinnacle has moved it to 8.5. They're the only book that's moved that game to the over. And you know, I think the over makes sense to me. I don't want to go up against Big Boss. I'd love to hear what Nutflush Allen has to say about this play. Boogie Lover Q says, nope, Giants can't hit a lefty first time. They need a few games. I hear you that they're terrible against lefties. We'll go over these numbers and we get it. Giants are hitting .222, .628 OPS versus lefties. Daryl Lyle says, Samardzija last 3 has been terrible. Samardzija loves this mount. Christopher Smith saying San Diego going to smoke them. Okay, listen. I think the Padres are going to get theirs, but I think Logan Allen gets touched. If you put that all together, that equals an over. Chris Kaiser talking about Smart's strong history. It is. I have 8-3 and 3.46 ERA, 1.163 WHIP, 231 opponent's batting average, and then 4-2 with a 2.44 ERA, 0.94 WHIP, 197 OBA in 9 appearances at Petco. Nutflush Allen says over, and look, I agree. And that is a problem, Christopher Comentini. But the Brewers' bats are so quiet. But that is a problem. Look, I'm going to take the over. I'm going to hammer this over right now. Giants, Padres. Here we go. Giants, Padres. I'm getting over 8 at minus 112. Over 8 and minus 112. Book it. Book it. All right. That's that. That is my MLB card. So, I'm on the Cubs, Pirates over 9.5. Oh, Antoine Seymour, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Antoine Seymour. Please. You know, to be honest with you, that over is probably better a first 5 over. Poker Addicted says, I think you're spot on about Logan Allen. It's about time a career 5.50 ERA. Minor league implodes after 2 brilliant starts. All aboard the Giants at the massive plus price tonight, fellas. You know, I don't want to triple up because I don't fare well when I do that. But the more I'm thinking about this game, the more I'm thinking that I should go all over these overs. Oh, but it's 4.5. I wish I could get my hands on a 4. Can't get my hands on a 4. Okay. But I think that 4.5 is going to get touched. Man. Nufflush says, Padres, if this number is telling me one thing, they smashed Samardzija, and even the Giants can get to Logan, and the ball will carry out there today. And Elio Top said, San Francisco over 3 at minus 105. Oh, man, do I double up here? No on first 5, says Nufflush Allen. Okay, I'll just stick with the over 8 minus 112, and Giants first 5 at plus 145. That's what I'll stick at. So, this is my plays on the card, and then we'll talk about CFL, and then let's start going over tomorrow's games right now. Okay. Bookie Lover Q, come on. Don't give me this news on Canada Day. If Kawhi doesn't come back, it's okay. Because we won an NBA championship, and you saw me at the beginning of the year. I was crying, basically, over having Kawhi for 1 year and how sad it was going to be. I was wrong. All right. Royals, Blue Jays. Big score for Dave LA. And those of you on the over, congratulations. I'm on the over 9.5 in Cubs Pirates. I added the Orioles Rays over 9 at plus 103. Then I'm on, it's not the San Fran Park, Ron, it's San Diego, but I can understand being concerned. Christopher Smith says, Kawhi gone. Jimmy Neal Money says, future Laker. Come on. Let's talk about this on tomorrow. Let's not talk about this on Canada Day. We're still high off of our NBA championship, and nobody can take that away from us. Okay. I'm on Orioles Rays over 9 at plus 103. The sports keg in the house. Love seeing the sports keg. I'm on Brewers Reds under 10 at plus 105. And that was a late edition. And then I'm already on Giants first 5 plus 145. And now I'm on the over 8 minus 112. And listen, I hate starting things with a listen. But I expect Logan Allen to get touched. Poker Addict says Jimmy's correct about the over. Also, grab a massive plus price value dog and that over. Then roll it up. Smack your bookie across the nose with it. Love that, Poker Addicted 79, my guy. All right. I feel you, Ron Lofton. It does make me a little uncomfortable too. But in this situation, if you guys think Smart is going to get touched, well, I think Logan Allen's going to get touched, which means over to me. All right. So let's quickly talk about this CFL game, and then let's start looking at tomorrow's card. All right. Argos at Rough Riders. See if that move is still going towards the over in this game. So that's first half, excuse me. Money's been coming in on the Rough Riders, and that makes sense. Fast. Bookmakers already moved it to 11.5. That makes sense to me. Absolutely makes sense. But I'm very uncomfortable that Pinnacle's moved that total up to 52. Nobody's moved it to 51.5 yet, and Pinnacle's already at 52. That makes me extremely uncomfortable. Dave Betts in the house. Nice to see Dave Betts. Cody AV in the house. Love that. Okay. Okay, spare his feelings. All right, Rough Riders set for their first home game of 2019. Look, we saw the Argonauts get absolutely destroyed. That's a good thing for teams in the very, very beginning of the season. Very good. I think James Franklin will be better. Now, we saw Drew come on the show and say that Drew didn't believe in Franklin when he was in Missouri and that he liked, what's his name again? Fajardo, when Fajardo was in Nevada. Fajardo came in when Collaros got hurt. Fajardo looked better in the second game than he did in the first game. This is a high-pressure situation. Regina Saskatchewan is going to be absolutely nuts tonight. Home opener. They're the only reason why CFL is alive. Not applicable says Sask rolls over Toronto. Bookie Lover Q says CFL blowout tonight. I'm just not going to take Fajardo for the blowout. If I had to make a play on the side, I would take the Rough Riders without a doubt. Jerry Beatty on Padres, Cubs, Angels. Oh, shit, Angels. We know they're not playing Jerry. Sorry. I knew. Ron Crawford says Toronto steps up defense tonight, and under is a strong play. I agree with that. Lamont Williams, we are off that game. There's been a tragedy in MLB baseball, so that game is canceled. Cody AV says maybe a team total under. You can't make a team total under unless you took the Rough Riders. And I'm not going to do that against Argos defense. The reasoning being is that the spread is so huge. It's so enormous. And let's see what I'd get in my book for the team total under. And then it's got to be just a minuscule team total. Let's see what we're getting right now. Team totals. Here, props. Come on. Oh, wow. Mine hasn't come up yet. Why are they not giving out the team totals? Interesting. Wow, my book does not have team totals up for this game. Wow. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Okay. Chris Kaiser on Toronto plus 17.5 and over 44 CFL teaser. Phil Lee saying Sharps are on the Giants tonight. I like seeing that. So I'm backing this Toronto team. So I think the biggest difference is on the offensive line. Toronto gets a 4-time All-Star back on the offensive line, and Brian Bombin. That's a huge difference for them. Franklin had absolutely no time against a Ticats team that's not known for defense. And I think that will give Franklin just a little bit more time for Wilder. Wilder needs to get rolling. Wilder's supposed to be their big play running back, and he did nothing in game one. I think he has a much better game. I think there's a lot of movement on the ground. Bud Nino says, why do you guys like the Rough Riders? It's not that we like the Rough Riders. It's that all we've seen from the Argos is them lose by 50 points. And I think that's good for the team. Look, for me, the best play is the under 51.5. I got minus 107. Sostine Mars says team total for Sask is 31 and 19.5 for Toronto. Well, the under 19.5 for Toronto is appealing. But I don't think Fajardo is going to be able to, blossom at this point. But that was the opposite of what our guy Drew Martin said. He thought that he would. So I don't. Bilab96 says, do we have no guests coming on for the Monday night show? Sorry, Bilab. It's just me, Bilab96. It's just me on this late show. Not a lot of action. Bring on a guest to talk about. But that's my action. Under 51.5 and minus 107. And I think we should start looking at tomorrow's MLB card. Ron Crawford saying prayers to the entire Angels team, staff, and families. Yes, it's very sad. JM says, sorry to bring up hockey again. The CC pickup for the Leafs, is it a good trade? Is it a good trade? Yeah, I think it's a good trade. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it. I feel like it's a bad spot. The Leafs got, we've waited for Connor Brown. The Leafs got some dead weight. I mean, Connor Brown has a nice contract. The Senators probably wanted him. But CC, I think, will be a nice piece. They needed a left-handed defenseman on that team, and I think it's fine. Okay. Lamont says, so Jimmy the Bag, what's your plays? Okay, right before we move on to tomorrow's action, I'm on the Pirates, Cubs over 9.5 at minus 105. I'm on the Orioles Rays over 9 at plus 103. I'm on the Brewers Reds under 10 at plus 105. And then I'm on the Giants first 5 at plus 145 and the over 8 in the Giants-Padres game at minus 112. And then I'm on the under 51.5 at minus 107. Nutflush on says on some of those Giant spreads, I really like taking the second half unders if the first half points are scored. I get that. Chris Kaiser says Rough Riders only beat Toronto by 1 point last season. Yeah. I think it'll be slower offensively, but I like it. JM, I'd probably have to look at, that trade a tiny bit closer to give you a more thoughtful answer. But CC was the piece, and they needed a left-handed defenseman. I think it's a good look. Billy Boogaloo says, everyone I see on the over 8 Padres Giants, I don't know why. I know Giants pitcher has great numbers versus Padres, and the other guy has been solid. I think the other guy's going to get touched. I think Logan Allen's the other guy. I think he shows his true colors. I really, really do. BitXN saying in-play CFL if you can. And Oliver Couchman says Summer League, thanks. Let's see if my book is hanging Summer League action right now. There we go. It is. Spurs, Cavs, -3 and -115. Grizzlies, Jazz. It's Grizzlies -3, -110. Miami Heat, Golden State Warriors. We'd have to, and BitXN putting a half unit on the Argos at plus 10.5. And Noli knows on the Chicago, Pittsburgh under 9.5. There's Noli knows whom I've missed dearly. Bookie Lover Q says, Jimmy, you don't know how many times I stop everything when this show alerts me. I have every device set, even with no guests. I'm 1,000% sure. Jimmy, you make everyone stay better, bro. Bookie Lover Q, much love to you, man. Love hearing that. Absolutely love hearing that. And Lamont Williams, max bet, Giants, Padres under 8. So there we go. We have to pull up the rosters. And why don't we do that right now? Pull up the rosters for NBA Summer League. Let's do that right now. Look at these rosters and make a move. And then we have to also make a move on what exactly we want to do. I want to take a look at tomorrow's MLB card. EJV says J Money and King are both on the Grizzlies -3. I'm not getting the rosters there. Get over here. I've not taken a look at these Summer League rosters. Here we go. All right, here are the Summer League rosters. Here we go. Full breakdown of all of the rosters. So we've heard that the Grizzlies are being backed by our guys. Let's take a look at them. So here, first game is Spurs Cavs. Let's look at these guys first. So for the Cavs, I'm guessing they have a ugly lineup. Here we go. Cleveland Cavaliers, Summer League. Lawrence, Garland, Dean Wade, Osikowski, Windler, Williams, Ja'Cory Williams, Jalen Hudson, Jaron Blossom game, Kevin Porter, Malik Newman, Marquez Bolden, Phil Booth, Sandy Cohen. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's take a quick look at this Spurs roster, who they're going up against tonight. Here we go. Spurs. Ugly. Poyer, Darius Morris, Eubanks. Wow. They got Keldon Johnson out of Kentucky. Kenny Williams. Then Lonnie Walker. I find it difficult to be able to make a thoughtful decision on totals, on pace. Wow. Looking forward to see DeAndre Hunter and Bruno Fernando on the Atlanta Hawks Summer League. Okay. Brooklyn Lover Q says Grizzlies will be better. And Gas Station Sushi also on the under in the Giants-Padres game. Mally Mal says Blossom game best player. So let's look at this Grizzlies squad that J Money and King Rail are looking at. Richie says Summer League, all the rosters are ugly. Wow, BitXN went up to 52.5. That makes me very uncomfortable. Wants to know where Chris Clemens, and Mally Mal saying unders in the Summer League. There's Mr. Fat Fist in the house. I'll take a look where Chris Clemens is right now. But first, let's take a look at this Grizzlies squad. Grizzlies going up against the Jazz. Here we go. We're going to get to the Grizzlies. Here we go. Brandon Clark, Ben Lawson, Ivan Rabb, Javon Carter. Interesting. Very interesting look. Watanabe, Tyler Harvey. That's not a bad looking roster. Love seeing Brandon Clark out there. All right, then let's see. They are playing Utah. Let's take a quick look at Utah here. And then I want to take a look at the games tomorrow. I want to see here some of the edges that you guys have, because that's been something that I've been held back from for so long, is not getting enough time looking ahead when guys like Jin Rummy are hammering these plays the day before. Frankie Ferrari out of San Fran. I like that. Then they have Isaiah Cousins, Jarius Lyles. Oh, that's an ugly lineup. They do have Justin Wright Foreman out of Hofstra. I look forward to see how he does. Juwan Morgan out of Indiana. They have Oni out of Yale. I think that team loses. I think that Utah Jazz team loses. I get why they're on the Grizzlies. That makes sense to me. Yes, Lamont, but I would be very cautious right now. There's huge movement coming on the over right now. Huge. I'd be very cautious. I wouldn't tell someone to back me. Rich G says, take a look at Sacramento. They're playing against the Warriors tonight. Let's take a look at Sacramento here. Sorry. Here we go. Sacramento. It's got Alex Robinson out of TCU. BJ Johnson, who was on the Kings last year. And they have Caleb Swanigan. Frank Mason. Well, Marvin Bagley's not going to play. Then they have Kyle Guy looking for a job. Bryce Brown out of Auburn. Oh, wow. That is an exciting team. And they're going up against the Warriors. God, you'd want to be in Vegas to know exactly who's getting on the court. Golden State. They have Damian Jones. They have Dedrick Lawson out of Kansas. Oh, wow. Eric Paschal out of Villanova. They're going to have Jimmer Fredette out there, possibly. Kai Bowman. Wow, that's a kind of exciting. Wow. Ramon Scott says game is in Sacramento, and don't forget the T-Pain concert. And Hugo Boss saying Frank Mason is not playing tonight. Yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable. Viper said Jimmy naming people no one's heard of. I'm uncomfortable making moves here just for. Wait, Michael, what do you want me to put $100 on one of these games? Like, I get why they like the Grizzlies. That seems like a strong lineup. But I don't want to make a move. I'll start looking at it and following it a little closer. And I'll also keep an eye on what Rail, and Jay Money are up to. But I'm not making a move on it. Okay, let's move on to tomorrow's MLB card. And let's start looking at it and hammering it. Here we go. All right, let's go to MLB. First looks. We have a huge slate of games. So let's get to money lines and totals, and let's hammer it for 10 minutes and then bring in Freddie Fortune. Let's hammer it. Okay, first off, Hendricks going up against Musgrove. The total is at 9. There's been a 5-cent move towards the under. Hendricks opening up a minus 116. Musgrove has looked very good lately. I like Hendricks at home. I don't like backing him on the road. And the Cubbies have taken 5 cents from the opening line. Okay. All right. Rod Zawacki says under, right? No under? So you mean over? Rod Zawacki, I need some. Oh, Farsha Asami's on the Cubs over with me. I like that. Okay. So let's talk about Zach Gallen. Do we think Zach Gallen's going to have another nice start against Corbin? We've already seen Jerry Beatty says Nats and over tomorrow. Gallen falls off in this game. Corbin good at home. Oh, man. And Christopher Comentini, Bobrovsky has moved to the Panthers. Might be time to take our Panthers futures right away. Wow. Okay. Corbin opening up at minus 215. There's been a 20-cent move towards the Miami Marlins. Under. Okay, good. Good, Rod. It scared me. All right. Oh, Ramon Scott is going to break out my Panthers jersey this season. I'm going to get a Panthers jersey. And Dimitrios Devos liking the over in Cubs Pittsburgh. Good. I'm on that. All right. Then we have David Price up in Toronto, where he pitches well against Thornton, who's looked better and looked fine against the Red Sox at Fenway. That total opens up at 9.5. There's been a 2-cent move towards the under. And the Red Sox have taken money, opening at minus 155, now minus 162. I did hear about that Antoine Seymour. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Unbelievable. Serena getting knocked out like that. Or was it Venus? Sorry, Venus getting knocked out like that. I don't know who this fifth. I don't cap tennis. So I don't know who we're talking about. All right, let's talk about Chase Anderson and Tanner Roark. Total opening up at 10. Chase Anderson did look better in his last start, but now going on the road. And Roark is a hard guy to trust. That total sitting at 10. And Roark opening at minus 109. There's been a 3-cent move towards the Brew Crew. Underdog in the house. Not applicable saying the price is right. And Elio Topset saying under in the Indians, under in the White Sox. Interesting. Okay, we're going to talk about that. Then we have Paxton. We have the battle. The Subway Series. Yankees, Mets. Wow, I can't believe that this total actually opened at 10. It's out at 8.5. They're saying that it opened at 10. Find that very, wow. It opened at 9 there. Wow, it actually opened at 10. Unbelievable. There's been a 1.5 move towards the under. It lasted at 10 for 19 minutes. It lasted at 9.5. It was down a full run in 42 minutes. I mean, that's what Jin Rummy's talking about. Getting on these moves early. Viper MB saying Roark is garbage. Wow. A 1.5 move already towards the under. Paxton versus Wheeler. Paxton opening up at minus 153. There's been a 16-cent move. A 16-cent move towards the Mets and Zach Wheeler at home. Wow, Antoine Seymour says Yanks super run line full game over. Viper MB saying Yanks are an auto bet. Joe Anissa says Yanks Mets over 8.5. And Jerry Beatty on that Gallon spot says I beat on Gallon, but I expect some regression on the road here. Wow. Very interesting. Next game with a line is we don't know if Angels Texas is going to go at this point, so why don't we wait on that. Then we have Tigers, White Sox, Boyd Lopez. There's our guy Dave Paddock in the house. Boyd Lopez. Total opens up at 9. No movement on the. Actually, a 5-cent move towards the under. Then Boyd opening at minus 109 and a huge move towards Boyd and the Tigers. A huge move towards Matt Boyd. Interesting. Very interesting. And we already heard that Elio Topset is on in the under in this spot. Wow. Absolutely wow. And Rod Zawacki saying Mets money line, Yankees London hangover. That's a good look, Rod. That makes a ton of sense. Optimus Prime, all we know is that he did die this afternoon. That's all we know. We don't know why or how or what, but we've been told there's no foul play, so we're just left waiting. All right. Dave Paddock says, I'm in SoCal, so sad. Yeah. So sad. All right. Let's move on to this Cleveland, Kansas City spot. Total open at 9. Pinnacle's already moved it to 8.5. Bauer versus Junis. Bauer opening at minus 164. There's been an 11-cent move towards Cleveland. Bauer. Last year we thought Junis was good at home. Now we know Junis is bad everywhere. There's our guy, Jin Rummy, of course. A lot of things happening with opening lines, of course, Jin Rummy. This is where Jin Rummy makes his living. Bauer, an 11-cent move already. I wonder if backing Bauer in that spot is the play, but how can you back that Indian squad after that horrific series against the Orioles? Then we move on to Minnesota, Oakland, Odorizzi versus Mengden. Total opening at 9.5. And heavily juiced to the under at that point. So there's actually been A 5-cent move towards the over. Wow. Interesting. And the Twins opening up at minus 125 road favorites. There's been a 7-cent move towards the A's. Antoine Seymour says, tomorrow we eat. Arizona Dodgers, Clark Stripling. Stripling opening at minus 220. Now minus 226. Jerry Beatty says, Detroit can't hit you, Jimmy. Yeah, Detroit shouldn't be backed. But they have a huge market move towards them. Neil saying, All-Star game, American League or nothing, Cano's the key. American League just keeps winning and winning and winning. But you look at this lineup, you have to think that that's a dangerous lineup that the National League has. Okay. Antoine Seymour says, A's a good dog tomorrow at home. They are a good dog, aren't they? They are a good dog. Raven in the Desert liking the over 13.5 in the Aviator game. I like that. I like that. All right. Then we have Giants, Padres, Beatty versus Strom. Opening at 8.5, juice to the under. It's now juice to the over, and bookmakers already moved it to 9. Bookmakers already moved that to 9. Liberty Finder says, I need some horse racing, damn it. Respect, Liberty. I love that. I love your need for horse racing. That's probably what I should have brought up. We should have live bet some of these races. That was my mistake. Okay. And Elio Topset says, those underlines I'm on won't be there tomorrow. And so Elio was on the under in the Indians game and under in the White Sox game. Bauer Junis. He's right. Pinnacle's already moved that to 8.5. Bauer Junis, interesting. And then we have St. Louis, Seattle. Well, let's take a look at what the weather is going to be tomorrow and then maybe make a move on that. Here we go. I'm going to get the weather here. Weather on. All right, sorry. Move here. Weather on Tuesday, July 2nd. See what the weather is in that Indians game. Here we go. 89 Fahrenheit. It's hot and humid. 7 miles per hour out. I guess what we expect. Yeah, Jesse Daly, it's hammered to the over. I'm very, very concerned. Mally Mal says, Elio, you said White Sox and who else? Kevin Tantillo says, hammer the Braves, Phillies overs the entire week. It was the White Sox game. Where was it? I had it right here. I should have copied and pasted. What the hell am I doing? I'll get it here. Elio said it was the... Elio, could you remind us? I just had it here. Elio, where are you? Elio. All right, I've lost it. My fault. All right, I'm looking at that under that he's on. Oh, it was the White Sox game. Sorry, it was the Detroit White Sox game. Let's see what the weather is like in Chicago. So I guess we're saying that the Indians' offense stays quiet. Junis is better at home. In the White Sox game, Tigers, White Sox, it's warm. But the weather is, the wind is 7 miles per hour sideways. Wow. And our guy, Kevin Tantillo, saying hammer the overs in that Phillies game. Let's see what that's done right now. Oh, we don't have a line yet with Nola Keuchel. Well, I find that under very interesting in Cleveland, Kansas City. Very, very interesting. And Farsha somebody saying the over in the Reds game tonight is minus 120. I do have that in front of me, don't I? The over in the Reds game at 10. I only have minus 120. Oh, the over is minus 120, yes. But that's just at Bovada. Everywhere else you can get minus 110, like Heritage, Intertop's minus 115, UH minus 115, Betterline minus 115, 5 times minus 110, and Pinnacle down to minus 107. All right. I think that I'm going to make a move on this. It's a fade of Detroit and a bet on Boyd, says Elio on that under. Yeah, because fade of Detroit offense. You know, that move makes a ton of sense. All right, I'm going to be jumping on this move right now. I'm going to take the under 9 in Cleveland, Kansas City. In under 9 there. So that's tomorrow. I'm going to take totals. And I may also be taking that under in the White Sox game, but right now I'm going to start there. Under 9 and minus 115, that's available at Bookmaker for tomorrow's action. Tomorrow's action, under 9, minus 115 in Cleveland, KC. And I'm going to look into that. I guess I could look into that right now. I have not yet. Christopher, I have not yet Von Polo. I will, though. I will. I might have to tweet that at you. I don't. Maybe I can when. You know what? I'll go through these summer league teams when our guy Freddie comes out here. Maybe then I can. Taco Fall on the Celtics. Okay. I'll do a search when our guy's out here. Okay. So I'm going to jump on the under 9 and minus 115 for Cleveland, Kansas City. And I may jump on the White Sox under, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I may jump on the White Sox under, but I'm not going to do that just yet. All right, that is my action. So, breaking it down, I am on the over 9.5 Cubs Pirates. Over 9.5 Cubs Pirates. Then I'm on the over 9 plus 103 in Orioles Rays. I'm on the under 10 at plus 105 Brewers Reds. I'm on the first 5 Giants at plus 145. And I'm on the over 8 and minus 112 in the Giants Padres game. And I'm expecting a team that only hits 222 and 628 OPS versus lefties to get to Logan Allen. Then I'm on the under 51.5 in the Argos Rough Riders, and I feel very uncomfortable with that spot, seeing this market move towards the over. Farish Tommy said, I like the over in Braves-Phillies game tomorrow, too. I'm looking forward to hammering that. Jerry Beatty says, Dodgers coming home out of Colorado elevation. Arizona is a huge live dog. I like these looks. I'm going to copy and paste all this. I'm going to copy and paste all this here right now. Okay, edit, copy. I like all your looks for tomorrow. I wish we weren't so overwhelmed that we could do this every day. That would probably help me very, very much. Brian Clark says, love, peace, and blessings. I'm out. See you guys tomorrow. And Not Applicable says, Freaky Freddie, Floundering Fortune, be going through some tough time with a domestic situation. His wife is leaving the marriage for love, and it's been very difficult on our friend Freddie. And it's best if we can pick up his spirits. He's coming to Miami with us. So without further ado, please welcome none other than Freddie Fortune.
Hi.
Hello, Freddie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I got some information that might be super useful for my current investigation.
Yeah, what's going on?
I got something in my hand
Yeah?
that will be of extreme use.
Yeah?
I've been investigating non-stop for quite some time now. As you can see, I'm not sad anymore.
Yeah.
I'm determined. Is that the word?
Sure.
I found this. Can you see what this is?
A wrench.
Exactly. Guess who's the owner of this material?
I'm going to say the man that's sleeping with your wife.
Exactly. I stole it from him.
Okay.
I can smell my wife
I don't want to hear about that.
in this tool.
Do you have information on?
Yes.
What information? Yeah.
I saw the guy the other day on the bus stop.
Yeah.
Rafa, can you show us the clip, please?
You have a clip of this.
Yes. This is the man that I have been living with my wife for years now. I've been following him on my last day. After this, he got the bus, but I couldn't follow him because I have no money for the bus.
Sure.
As you can see, he's big and has a lot of muscles that I don't, but I don't care. I've got intelligence and I'm fast. So
And you've been taking the Pilates.
I've been taking the Pilates class and soon I will be able to fight him.
Yeah. Well, especially with that wrench. No,
Exactly.
Please.
This is what I think is going on in my house.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, probably a lot of play. Probably a lot of fun play. And I know that breaks your heart.
It doesn't break my heart anymore. This is an investigation now. I'm done with that whore.
What?
Yes. I'm still in the basement. She's living upstairs now
Okay.
until we're done. I'm trying to save some money to get a lawyer so I can get papers and get rid of that bitch.
Whoa. I know that I just think that, calling her names like this is probably not the best way for us to handle this. This is live television.
So what? This is an adult show. You're talking about sports and bets.
Yes. No, you're absolutely right. I just, I have not met your wife, but any friend of yours is a friend. What kind of action you got today, Freddie? What kind of action you got?
I got Wimbledon
Oh, yeah? What do you
for
have?
women. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yes. Back to tennis. Carla Suarez over Samantha Stosur at plus 110.
A plus 110.
Yes. Another underdog.
Okay. Well, that's a slight
At
underdog.
Bet365, my favorite book. They're the only ones that accepted me, so it's nice to be able to bet from time to time.
Leche, Halos Bookmakers!